That is the absolute no-no. I'll fire a family member for taking money else. No, I'm serious.
No, I believe you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy Don Juan, and today I have a special guest with me. To my left, I have the amazing Shawndreca Robinson from season 1 of Candy and the Gang, and together for the finale of Candy and the Gang, season 1, episode 10, we're about to speak on it. You tried. You tried. You tried. You done. Speak on it. Speak on. Okay. So we got you in our seat, and I'm not gonna lie. People have been waiting.
You saved the best for last.
How do you feel to be on the speak on it hot seat today?
I am here.
What we giving today? What we giving?
I think I'm giving a little bit of like Beverly Hills,
Bel Air, little Bel Air,
little something. Just Shawndreca.
Oh, okay.
Just me. Yeah.
They have been waiting to get you in the seat to talk about season 1 of Candy and the Gang, and you got a lot to speak on it. So we're gonna get into all of those things.
Yes.
And I want you to not hold back. I want you to tell the people what they want to hear. They digging. So I want you to be able to do that today. But before we do that, I want to make sure we start off and give some people some insight into some things that they may not have already known or seen from the show. So give some insight into who Shawndreca Robinson is, where you came from, how did you get to Old Lady Gang? Give me the short and, amazing, concise version of it.
Okay, short and quick. My name is Shawndreca Robinson. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I moved here 5 years ago.
So 5 years ago.
5 years ago. My first job was Old Lady Gang, and I've been here ever since. I am a certified swim instructor. I have Shades by Shandricka. I have Airbnbs. I'm opening a dog business, pole dancing studio, and there's more to come.
Oh, okay. So getting to that point, because people do want to know, how did you get to, like Kendall says, how did you get on Peter Street at Old Lady Gang?
Actually, one of the servers knew the original chef, Chef Jayon.
Okay.
So we went into the interviews or whatever, and they was like, "You here to serve?" I said, "I don't serve people. I'm not a server. I only serve the Lord." Like, I want to do the person with the menus and stuff. And he was like, "A host."
You didn't even know.
I didn't even know what it was. So I called my one friend. I'm like, "Well, I'm about to put you down on my application because I've never been a host and I need a job." And yeah, I never told y'all that. And then I was like, "Yay, I'll be the host," and I'm the first original host of Old Lady Gang. How about y'all just come get y'all tables, because I'm planning on sitting today.
So you got the job by lying on the application.
I lied on my application.
You know, at the bottom it says you can be terminated for lying at the bottom of the application.
No, it was, I needed a job. The hospital didn't call me back right away, so I was like, I'm good.
So talk about that. You said the hospital didn't call you back.
Yes, I was going to Gwinnett Medical, and at the time, I guess they had some type of lawsuit or something, and I was waiting for them to give me a call. Because when I first came down December 2016, they said I could start the top of January.
Doing what? Because some people may not know.
Okay, so I moved December 2016. In January 2017, I was waiting for Gwinnett Medical to call me. And then they never called, so...
Doing what?
Doing what? Oh, I'm a medical assistant.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody may not know that.
I'm a medical assistant / data entry registration clerk. I sit there and type. I work smart, not hard. I don't like to do too much.
Point blank.
And
I think they've seen that on the
show.
show.
You see, I don't... Whatever.
Where you at?
I'm at work.
Hey, come downstairs real quick in the back.
Well, I gotta... All right, I'll be down there in a second. And then March 2017, the first year that Old Lady Gang's open, I applied, I got the job. And I was the only host. Nobody wanted to be a host.
Got you. So you got this job being a host at Old Lady Gang.
Yeah.
And so we fast forward, we get to the point of we are in 2020 and we are talking about doing a reality show. Because some people also don't understand, because they're like, how are they flashing back to a year ago? How are they flashing back? Give some insight into what happened. We started taping.
Yeah, we started taping, and then the pandemic happened, and then they just randomly came back and was like, "We're filming next week." And I'm like, wow, I don't have no hair. I'm not ready. So I had to rush and get it together, but it was definitely an experience. You can go around, bitch.
So with the first part, because they do see some clips from the first part of it. Yeah. How would you describe the first part of filming? Specifically, your fiance currently and Patrick had some moments in the first part.
so happy when they didn't show the whole thing. I
Why?
was so happy
Why?
it was very emotional. Like
Why?
it was so much going on because there were so many feelings involved because I couldn't believe that the friendship that me and Patrick had, that he would go and just try to check me or address the situation with me and him. Because it's like, you've brought many of women to Old Lady Gang, and I've never said anything or ever had a problem. So when my man finally popped up, even though I kept him outside, you want to let it be known who you are, and you're the manager, and you want to, hey, Shawndreca, get back to work, as if you can talk to me however. So the whole clip after that, I'm outside, Patrick, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, I would let him beat you. And I'm crying because I'm so mad because my man upstairs and he mad, and it's just like, I hate you, I hate everybody, I don't want to work here no more. So it's just like, for them to only show that little clip, I was like, thank you, Lord.
So it was a lot more that happened.
It was a lot more that happened.
So even with going into it where people don't understand
Yes.
the relationship with you and June and Patrick and was a little strained really in the beginning.
It was just like, he was very uncomfortable with me still working there because I told him off forever. I'm gonna say, hey, I work at this job, but a person that I was dealing with, situation, he still works there. We work together. He was like, nah, I don't like that. I'm like, it's a job, it's my fun job, I like it. So you can't really, and then when he finally seen him in person and he gave that rah-rah attitude, June was like, oh no, I'm ready to fight. Like, I'm from the West Side, I'm ready to get it. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not what we supposed to be doing. Where, we don't have that type of issues. And it was just like,
Well, you said, you kind of leaned into my next question. What was the relationship with you and Patrick? You said a situationship. It's been described by your friends as a relationship. It's been a variety of different
that's what I'm
descriptions.
saying. Like, everybody don't even know what's really going on.
Me and Patrick was in a situationship.
It was 5 years ago.
He was very inexperienced.
Okay.
5 years ago. I'm from up north.
Him down here.
We do a little 1-2 every
a
other
little
day.
1-2?
We get it popping.
So y'all were sneaky links.
No, it wasn't sneaky.
Yeah, we was not together. I mean, she probably thought we were serious. No, we weren't serious.
I was new to Atlanta.
OLG just opened, everybody excited.
That was the first straight man I ran into.
She was the first chick I really saw up there. Of course, she had her eyes on me.
I did it. It happened. It was done. I blinked my eyes and it was over.
I don't know what just happened, but that ain't it.
I know that even with Patrick speaking, he said that y'all had a little run back at least once or twice.
No.
As soon as we ended the engagement, Shandricka come back and, she bust that thing open one time.
The run back was the conversation of why he didn't stay with his fiance.
2017, when we stopped talking and I got with my new chick
Right.
or whatnot, we got engaged.
The conversation is
The
first fiance.
Okay.
The first runaround. Me and Patrick had a friendship where he would talk to me about, yo, Sean, I don't even know how to treat these. I don't know what I want to do. So I'm like, yo, she's a good young lady. He was like, but she's changing me. She's making me be a person that I'm not.
I think people like to think I'm possessed.
And I'm like, well, why are you, he was like, I don't know, I think I'm just going to break it off, whatever. I was like, well, you shouldn't have did it the first place if you knew you still needed to have a phase in your life where you're a hoe and you sleep with multiple women.
But I have abandonment issues, and she had walked out the house on me one day. And once you leave me, it's like, okay, I go back to the street.
But it was just like, okay, we had a conversation. It wasn't a double back to nothing because what I was receiving, I was great.
Okay.
I never needed to double back or go backwards in my life. That's not something that I will ever do. You always move forward. You just keep it going.
Well, I mean, I'm just speaking because he said, y'all had the situation.
Yeah, and
you say it was quick. He said it was extended. He said you double back.
That ain't, and it sure ain't it.
Like, it's a lot of...
Yeah, it's so much. That's why I said, our friendship is over. It's done.
What do you mean?
I would never talk to him right now. Like,
why?
Because stop disrespecting me in my relationship of shit that happened 5 years ago.
That was summer 2019, so I hope she went with Brody in it.
God.
Stop talking about it. It was quick. It was happening. It wasn't what everybody think it was. It was sex.
What does that mean?
We had sex. That was it. It's done. You have sex with a person, you forget about him.
But he was saying you couldn't forget about it.
He couldn't forget about it.
And I saw something on one of the first couple episodes. I wanted to talk about it, so I guess it's the time I'll speak on it.
That's why he's still talking about it. You don't hear me speak on nothing.
No, it can't.
He's still talking about it because he enjoyed it. And you're welcome, because I taught you things that you're learning or you can share with others.
It's just like, there's another one.
Okay, so that's your...
But that's my interpretation of it. It's just like, leave me out of it. Leave me out of your life. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about what you're doing to be a better you.
Poo comfort. Poo.
Don't talk about Shawndreca. Leave Shawndreca alone. Shawndreca is about to get married. We don't want to keep hearing that it happened. If 5 years ago, down one. 2007. It's 2022.
So in 2019 or whatever, based
no
off.
2019, no 2018, no 2022, no 2021, nothing. It happened in 17. It was done in 17. No more after that.
Got you. So we're continuing on, and we're gonna come back to this because it comes up again. You know,
it's gonna keep coming up. I know I was the greatest, but hey.
We're gonna continue talking about this, but I would like to go through some things that have happened with you this season on Kandi and the Gang, and some things that may not have happened with you that just happened, and get your insight. So we talk about the first part of it, which we see you and the first episode. You and Philip have a moment.
Philip is our 100th manager in 4 years because they aren't able to handle the people, the pace, the staff. And as far as Philip, good luck.
So when I first met Philip, he threatened to fire me.
Okay.
Off camera. No idea who this man is. And then the second time I seen him, we were having a meeting with him. And I was like, I don't like him.
He's gonna be here more often.
Oh, I don't like him.
Because the first interaction I had with him, it was, you know,
Do you think it was warranted?
No.
You think you were doing the job that you were supposed to do and it was warranted that he wouldn't be, you know, I'm talking about ending?
No, it was just Nora coming to Old Lady Gang and she does her little 1-2, and I guess Nora felt like I was disrespecting her. But I told her the day I left, I'm like, Nora, I'm sorry, I was just trying to get everything in order working at Old Lady Gang. You have to have some type of structure. You can't just come in and just sit everybody because you see them standing outside. So I guess after I left, Aunt Nora told Philip, hey, you know, Shawndreca, she just was talking to me all type of way. I don't know, maybe you should have a talk with her. And then he had to talk as if, you don't talk to her like that, you can be fired. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Who are you? Like, why are you talking to me? And then the next time I seen him, he's walking in with you guys and we're having a meeting. And I'm like, ugh. So this is who he is. No idea who he was because he never like said, hey, I'm the new such and such. Let me talk to you about what Aunt Nora told me. It was just, I could just fire you right now because you don't disrespect your elders.
And so that conversation, you know, it had a lot. It had some back and forth. It had some emotions.
Yes. So that day, I think I was just all around emotional because it was just, you keep hiring all these people and they can't handle it and then they leave. And it's just like, people don't come to us as employees to ask us, hey, what's wrong? What can we do to fix? What other problems and issues are going on? Like, I get cussed out by customers day to day. And nobody say, hey, Shawndreca, you need a break? You need to take a little chill because I see you're getting overwhelmed. They're just like, oh, well, you could just be fired. We don't need you. Like, damn. All the work I done did and you just want to fire me and you don't even know me? But we're cool now.
So you and Philip had your moment and you're watching this back. What were your thoughts when you're seeing like how it played out? Because we were all there, but when you saw it.
When I saw it, I was just like, why was I crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying, sis? Wipe your tears. You're not even that mad. You just frustrated. It was just one of those days, and it's just like, get over it. But I'm happy I said what I said because I wasn't intimidated or pressed by Philip at that moment. So I wouldn't change anything, actually.
So with that, it branches off, and they see a lot of lateness with you coming to work. They see you driving, getting there, and you're a little bit late.
You can go to around, bitch.
They see a lot of leaving while you're supposed to be at the host stand. They see a lot of different things that they come for you. And definitely people I can even play audio from people that have sent me audio. I get family members who voice memo me. I get people and they all have conversations about you and some of your actions. So this is an excerpt from a family member.
Here's my take on Sunday's episode. Shandricka is so messy. So messy. Hopefully she's gone by the end of the season and you guys are able to find somebody. I love Philip. He is
So, what are your take on them saying you're so messy? You're so messy, specifically.
I'm so late. I'm so this. I'm so that.
Because specifically, I think they're talking about, you know, Ringgate, is what I'll call it, where you had this moment where you were having a conversation. It was to Brandon, very vocal to Brandon, and then you went around asking everybody else about this conversation. So let's go ahead and get into Ringgate, all parts of it. The first part of it is, why did you feel it was great to call Brandon and have this conversation?
Let's get into it because I'm ready to talk about it. Oh, I'm ready to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Brandon was a new manager that came in and asked me about the restaurant. So he's like, hey, how do you guys do this? He was very open into learning the staff, how things are being ran, and so forth. So as time grew, my relationship with Brandon was just like, yo, he's a dope manager. I really can call him. And
did y'all ever have a moment where he...
No, not even close.
Did you ever try?
I've never tried anything.
Okay.
I got a ring, so I don't need nobody else.
Well, that's what I didn't know. Yeah, you had the ring by then.
Yeah, I had a ring. So I was just like, okay, I'll call Brandon. At the time, he was the only manager. So in that meeting that people like kind of didn't see, I feel like me and Brandon was kind of being attacked.
Okay.
So forth, saying, oh, Shandricka, you said the macaroni and cheese don't taste like this on this day. And I'm like, but we all said a lot of things. But if we're having an outside discussion outside of work, you're not going to bring it to the meeting. Like, if I'm going to speak on it, I'm going to speak on it. But it wasn't that time and place. They were actually talking about other situations. And then as far as Brandon, everybody say, Brandon's a horrible manager. He's this, he's that. And I'm just like, well, Brandon is actually one of the managers that came in and kind of got to know the staff and understand us and our jobs and trying to figure out a way to fix it and us still be comfortable working there. So when the meeting was over, I called Brandon. I said, damn, that's messed up because we all know these issues at hand, but nobody's going to say anything. And we all had this discussion at hand, but it's kind of getting pushed under the rug. So it was like, this is why the messages aren't getting delivered to Candy and Todd. And this is why people are believing that Candy and Todd don't give a fuck. Because all the managements are coming in and I'm like, hey, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. And then when Candy and Todd come here, everything is like, oh, everything is fine, everything is great. But that's not what we express to you, and you're not expressing it to them so they can know what the real issue is at Old Lady Gang. So when I called him, I said, this is why people, know that Candy and Todd don't give a fuck. Like, y'all not even trying to fix it. And we're going to continue to have these issues because nobody's addressing it. Now, me being the person I am, I'm speaking on it to my manager because he's also agreeing like, yeah, we can't get a word out. We can't say how we really feel because it's being cut off. You was just like, oh, no, that's fine. It's been handled, whatever.
Well, because I think y'all were also bringing up things like, oh, we don't have such a... I'm like, they're in the bag. That ain't got...
Yeah,
that has nothing. That has nothing to do with me when you're bringing up stuff that isn't ordered. And they're like, oh, what do you mean now? I'm like, they've been here. Y'all didn't bring out mine.
Looking at it. And then for her to be talking and just Marie just...
So for me, I'm like, what do you...
what are the real issues?
What are the real issues? I don't want to talk about something that I know has been ordered and nobody took it out of the box. It's just sitting in a box collecting dust.
That wasn't the issue. The issues at hand is just like being short-staffed. Me being the only host. I'm running up and down the stairs all day throughout the shift. Why are we hiring hostess? Okay, if the wage and the minimum wage and this amount is being paid.
And that was incorrect too. You stated incorrect facts on national TV.
The incorrect, about Family Dollar or about Old Lady Gang?
About minimum wage. Do you know what minimum wage is?
A minimum wage was $15.50.
Minimum wage is $7.25 in Georgia.
For who?
For Georgia.
Oh, no, that's
we can put it up on the screen. That is minimum wage in Georgia. So you were making almost double minimum wage, but you said it on TV as if it was a fact. No, and I get you, but I'm just saying you said it on TV as if minimum wage was $7.25, and in some parts it may be a higher. In Georgia, it's $7.25. So you said that as if it was a fact, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're not even making minimum wage," but that was incorrect. So with that, I think that's where everybody's like, "Well, where are the? We need to know what's going on."
Sad.
So for even me, we're sitting in there. You didn't know that I was standing there beside Brandon. Did you? Did Brandon ever tell you that?
Brandon said that he didn't even know the sound. He said he didn't even know that you were there or something like that, or the speaker and the sound and the camera ring.
But did you, when you watch it back, see me standing beside him?
I seen you standing beside him, but I wouldn't have changed how I felt when I said it. I still feel entitled to say, hey, this is what's being done. This is what's happening at the restaurant. This needs to be fixed, and nobody is delivering the message to Candy and Todd.
But that delivering the message, I felt, was one thing, but you went to say they don't care. Like, it's one thing to say, guess what? I don't like that this is happening. These are the things that's happening. But it's another thing for me to say, Shandricka is a horrible employee. She doesn't even care about the organization she's working at. Shandricka comes in late, so she's disrespectful to everybody. Right. I'm putting that out as fact at that point. So I think that's where I wanted to find out more clarity on, because when you listen to the audio, and I'm only speaking on the audio when
Right.
I'm asking you this question, it sounds as if you're putting it out as fact, as if they don't care. This is so. That's where I want to make
And
sure
that's
the
and let's
viewers get
address that too.
Yeah.
So when I have conversations with her cousins, which is Patrick and
Okay.
Melvin.
Okay.
When I speak to Patrick, because we were close and
Yeah.
cool at that time, which whatever, it's like,
Are y'all
hey,
both not close and cool
no,
now?
fuck him,
Well, who?
Patrick.
What about Melvin? You and Melvin?
No, I like Melvin. Melvin
Okay.
is cool. Melvin ain't with the bullshit that he be doing. So when I had the situation and I talked to Patrick, I said, yo, I can't get through the manager. Go tell Candy and Todd what's going on at the restaurant. You know, the one guy, the fryer broke, you know, with some issues going on in the back. And I'm like, yo, let him. Patrick like, man, shit, they got other shit going on. They ain't worried about it. Like, man, shit, you gonna just have to deal with it. It's old lady game.
Welcome to old lady gang. This is normal.
So it wasn't that I'm just making things up. I'm being told this information like, well, we can't get a hold of Todd because Todd is doing this and this and that. And they're telling me this. So it's just like, this is why people are believing that Candy and Todd don't go fuck, because every time we have a problem, y'all giving me these reasons on, well, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're too busy. And it's like when we have a meeting, we're trying to adjust these things, but people not even really talking about what we really need to talk about. Mm-hmm. So I called him like, yeah, damn, that's fucked up. How can this be fixed?
So at that point, you and him did have a still communal.
Yeah, it still was a conversation after that. I called him back because I kind of calmed down. I'm just like, we need to fix old lady game.
Well, no, I'm saying you and Patrick still had a friendship where y'all would call and cool. Y'all would still talk.
No, I would just come outside to go tell him, like, because I had to communicate with Patrick as far as, hey, stop bringing so many people in and letting them in the parking lot because the kitchen is on a 2-hour wait.
We got 3 spots left. The lot filled up fast today.
So that's why I will only talk to him at work. I don't have his number. He's blocked on Instagram, blocked on everything. I don't, whatever.
Okay, so I thought y'all still were friends.
No, it was just, if I see you at work and I know who's in the parking lot, hey, tell them stop taking people at the, bringing them in because they're coming in through the back, but we're at a 2-hour wait. And they're like, hey, well, the parking lot attendant didn't tell us that. So now he has to give them a refund, so I have to go outside to tell him what's going on. And in those situations where it's so chaotic, we're at a 3-hour wait, I'm like, well, let him know because he's family.
Got you.
And he's like, well, shit, I can't do nothing because, shit, they busy and they ain't really thinking about the restaurant, whatever. So it wasn't that something that I just made up and it's like.
So you felt like neither one of them, or specifically, you felt like Patrick didn't own up to his part in what was said?
No, not one bit. Because where else am I getting this from? I'm not going to randomly make up and say, oh, yeah, Candy and Todd. How would I know that? How would I know, oh, they have other things going on. She's doing this, he's doing that. They're not focused on old lady gang right now. You have to just make it work.
Well, what if he was to say, you can know that by being on social media, see they have other things going on? What if that was his devil's advocate moment?
It wasn't. It was just he said how he felt. That was what it is. And I'm like, okay. Well, Patrick is the cousin. He said they don't go fuck. Let me just roll with it because at this point, nobody's here to help. Everything that a host does helps the restaurant run. Mm-hmm. People don't understand. They're like, oh, Shawndreca, you're not doing anything. First of all, I'm the only host running up and down the stairs all day. I haven't got a break.
Well, so let's talk about that because we even had Richardo.
And Richardo said when he was filming that, oh, these too many stairs. I'm tired. I'm not doing this.
So did you feel like he was helpful to you?
No one's helpful for me. That's why I'm still the only host. I don't need no help at this point because it's like when y'all come in, y'all don't want to do the work. So I'm still doing it by myself.
So do you feel like that is the restaurant or where people in? Because there are other hosts working there. Do you feel like it's the people part of it? Because
it's the people because they can't handle it, and how you get those response and people say, "Oh, I'm rude. I'm this." I'm gonna give you what you give me. If you're gonna be rude to me and be disrespectful, you're not gonna do that at Papa Do's. You're not gonna do that at Cheesecake. They tell you 2 hours. Oh, thank you. All right, we'll be outside waiting with the little buzzer. You're not gonna keep doing that. And I'm from up north. I'm not gonna let y'all keep talking to me any type of way. And I'm gonna let you know, like, ma'am, you can either wait or you don't have to wait.
But is that even, because people ask if you do an onboarding, it's a handbook. People, even in the handbook, it says the customer is what?
They not right. Shit, if they ain't. No, they not. This is the 21st century, 2022. They is not right. They wrong as hell. Every last one, especially coming to old lady gang with a bonnet on your head, you was not right at all talking to me.
With all of that, like I said, we get to the point of having a conversation after you have went to everybody.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. Your conversation with Marie went way better than I thought it was going to go.
You said that and then you was on Twitter like, oh, I'm surprised she ain't snap.
Yeah, because you and Marie.
Me and Marie go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, I think you and Marie is definitely one of the people that does not care just like you don't care and will say whatever. Do you agree?
Yes. Me and Marie go back and forth. But then I'll be like, do you want this table? because I need you to take this table. It's like 20 of them. So it's like I said, it's a family. Like, we argue all the time, but we always gonna make up because we still need each other.
They definitely didn't get to see the full extent of who Marie is this
Marie
season.
got a smart ass mouth. Somebody gonna bop her in it, but I don't really care that much. I sue her. I'm suing bitches now. Suing everybody. Put your hands. I might shoot you. No, I'm not gonna shoot you.
Anyway, so we go outside and we end up having a conversation after you talk to everybody about this. And like I said, if you are going to be part of the solution or you're going to be part of the problem. So what do you feel at that moment? We're watching it back and even now.
Now I feel like I am part of the solution, because after realizing that spreading information that was given is not the proper way to go about things, so I kind of just was like, let me stop complaining and asking for help and just do it myself. So now I'm not going to go through, Philip and Brandon. I'm going to figure out the solution and then do what I can, and I'm going to call you and get you directed to the source. Like another situation that happened, I'm going to call you, because I feel like if it comes from me and it's what's happening, some people might not tell you. And that's what I feel like when I express myself to different managers. It's like, okay. Then I realized, like, y'all not really even telling them what's really going on at Old Lady Gang until I started contacting you directly. It's like, no one, did you know this was happening? You was like, no, ain't nobody told me nothing. And I was like, oh, Candy and Todd wouldn't even be able to give a fuck or tell, because they're not even being aware of what's happening. They're not being told what's happening at their establishment. People are just sweeping everything under the rug. So I feel like me being a solution now, I'm going to handle everything, take control, be a leader that I am for the haters. Just come to you with everything.
So we talk about, we see, you go through the fill-up conversation, you go through the conversation of you asking everybody about all this, and we have another moment where we have the housewarming. I'm going to go to all the, harder parts, and then let's go to, I guess, some softer. The housewarming portion.
Get to the point.
So, with the housewarming, we see you prior wanting to go to the housewarming just to show face.
You did not see prior me wanting to go. You
said
never.
You were sitting there. You said, "We finna go in. I'm finna go with my booty shorts and get up out of here."
That's not me wanting to go. That's me getting it over with.
Okay. Well, you were making the effort to go. So when you get there and you end up standing on the corner, walk me through this.
On Peter Street. First of all, let's also clear that up. Torrin said, "Come to support me. Come to support me in my event planning and my decor, my designing. Be my friend." Even though y'all had what y'all had.
Watching it on TV, did you like his design and his decor and the stuff?
He ain't do shit. And he also didn't charge me. He charged me double for my Airbnb decor. So that was some shady shit anyway, but I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
But Torrin said, "Come to support me as my friend." And I'm like, I don't want to go. That's weird. Why would I ever want to go to his house and see? I don't want to go. But then it was just like, "Oh, be my friend. I thought we were friends, come." So I'm like, okay, sure. Let me call Dom. All right, Dom, I don't want to go. Torrin pressing the issue. She's like, "You going to go?" I'm like, I don't know. Let's just meet up pre-game and let's figure it out. We're going to have a queue. We're going to be out of there. I'm not trying to stay long. I want you to go check it out. Let me know what's going on. So we're drinking at Old Lady Gang. We turning up. We walking into the whatever. I didn't realize it was 30 minutes because we were lit. We outside talking to the cars. We on the corner. I'm with my man, so we just naturally just vibe off each other. Then I'm like, damn, what we supposed to be doing? I'm hungry. Like, damn, we've been out here for a long time. I was like, oh shit, what's happening? And then I see them come outside. I'm like, damn, we've been outside for a long time. What's going on? So then I see Safari, Patrick, and Torrin walk up. Torrin like, hey, what's up? I'm like, Torrin, shut up. What's this? Get to the point. Then they're like, oh, we don't want you. We don't want you here. Da-da-da. I'm like, okay, come on, June, let's go. At that point, I didn't want to go, and I was hungry.
Okay, so the two things that happened inside. How did you feel when you saw that Safari said, no, y'all can stay outside?
Yeah, I didn't understand why Miriam has a problem with Shawndreca. I don't know her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she didn't want me in the house. I didn't want to go in the house. And why are y'all roommating? Why you and him don't live together? Why y'all didn't? But whatever.
So what did you feel when you saw it and Dom had not come back outside?
I just be so unbothered. Like, shit don't be bothering me. I just was like...
So you wasn't bothered by the fact Dom didn't come back outside?
June was more bothered, but I was just like, it is what it is. You kind of just gonna treat people how they treat you, and you move different.
So did that change how you moved with her?
No, me and Dom is still fine. I just don't go nowhere with none of them. Don't invite me. And I'm not having no housewarming party at my new house. And it is a house, so it won't be an apartment warming. It would be like a house, like it's garages and everything.
So when it came to and you saw it, and then afterwards, June He kind of
went and just checked everybody because at that moment, June was also left outside. So he also had feelings as towards, like, damn, y'all leaving me outside too. Even though my girl feel how she feel, y'all need to know how I feel too. So he went to say, okay, well, Dom, you know, you left her outside. She may not feel nothing or not gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna say it for her because it was flawed. Like,
what if some people feel like that was pillow talk and you had him do that? Did you have him do that?
No, he's a Pisces. He say whatever he want to say.
Okay.
And that's why I said that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him because if you feel like that and if you feel these people aren't my friends, then that's your opinion, and that's now I need to take that with a grain of salt and react differently. So now I know I'm like, okay, well maybe we don't need to you going first, I going first. If I can't get into the event and I gotta let you go in first, we don't need to be there. So it kind of gave us a different outlook of, okay, Torrin, just because we are friends and we have these events, that doesn't mean that we need to attend. If I'm not welcome to just walk in at any given time and I need to pregame or prep with somebody, then I don't need to go.
So what did you feel when the backlash, as you see, y'all had some stuff at Bryan's house and Richardo and Dom don't see eye to eye as it relates to what happened, and you also are a little upset. Walk me through that.
When they were having a disagreement, it was just like, Richardo, you're new to the group.
Did you appreciate him supporting you?
I appreciated that and him having his input and just, you know, saying that she should have came outside. Everybody said she should have came outside. Okay, y'all feel she should have came outside. She should have came outside because I think that's what everybody want me to say. But you should have came outside. That was it. And I think because everybody else had this input of saying like, well, y'all friends, y'all this and this and that, people don't understand that Dom didn't even care to go. And I was asking her to stop what she was doing to already go to the party, to come with me. So come with me so you can go see what it is and then text me what's going on. So people don't even know what the plan was. It was just like, oh, well, she left you, but she didn't. Because I knew what was, I'm like, I don't know. If it feel weird, I don't want to come in anyway. And then she's like, oh, well, they coming outside to talk to you. I'm like, okay, cool, what? I don't want to be there.
So did you, when you watched it back, do you feel Dom overreacted in her response to Richardo?
I think she just already ain't like Richardo anyway.
Why?
I don't think we just like new people. We don't like new people.
So do you like Richardo?
No. He said, why do I got that piercing in my neck? I wouldn't want nobody to dine at the restaurant. You shut up. Why you got them clothes on? Why you look like that if you're a fashion designer? I got a piercing. It's cute. I like it. You ain't got to like it or nothing about me or what. People just be having so much to say about Shandricka. I love it, though. Keep me in your mouth at all times.
We see that, and then we continue on. We actually see, a triple date.
Oh, God.
Walk me through this triple date.
I would have rather it just be me and Candy and Ty and June.
So you didn't like the triple date with? It seemed like y'all had fun.
Why are they there? That's their cousin. They probably see her all the time. Let me enjoy Candy.
Like, well, y'all seem like y'all had fun, though.
It was weird.
Safari seemed like y'all had
weird.
It was awkward at first, but y'all seemed like y'all, at least got to a common ground then.
Well, Miriam called him a trick, so that was very enjoyable. I love that.
Why was that enjoyable?
Because it was just like, you don't care what you say, and you in front of his cousin, and you're on national television. And he was like, oh, you're a trick. You meant every word of that.
Do you agree with her?
I laughed. No, I never need no man for no money.
No, but did you agree that Patrick?
I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I just got what I needed and I left.
Okay.
And that was it. I didn't need you to be in a relationship with me. I didn't need your money. I didn't need nothing. I needed to have an orgasm and then get out of it. And then I was better.
Okay.
Now, she about to be stuck with him for the rest of her life. I would cry. That is awful.
What's up, guys? Our shirts are available now. I've had so many people ask me, oh, how can I get a t-shirt? Normally, you have to come all the way to Old Lady Gang in Atlanta to get you one. But now you can get your t-shirts, and we have more fun merchandise coming soon. Get it right here.
So,
I feel so bad.
You're there, you see this. What would you have felt if it was somebody else, or even in the situation in June said, oh, well, when I met her, I thought I was finna, sneaky link, hit it off, blah, blah, blah. What would you have felt?
Well, when I first met June, it was just supposed to be that.
Oh, okay.
Because we met on Tinder. Tinder is...
But I thought it was to date.
Today what?
To date.
No, it's to get you Tinder.
I mean, I thought it's to date.
Tinder.
So you originally just met to hook up?
I met to hook up. Like, shit, we grown.
But did y'all hook up?
Hell yeah, the first day. Man, like the second. Well, we talked. He asked me 25 questions. He said, I have questions to ask you. He asked me 25 questions. And I was so intrigued by...
The first day, he asked you 25 questions.
He asked me 25 questions on Tinder.
And then after the 25 questions...
And after 25 questions, we exchanged number. And then, I knew what I was about to do. I called him like, okay, when you coming over? You about to... What's up? And then he came over and then was like, okay, this was fun. That was good. You should stay tonight.
You let him stay the first night in your home and you didn't know him?
Yeah. I'm crazy like that. But I got a ring after that, so
But I'm saying, you had never met him in person?
No, I never met him.
Had you face cammed with him?
Yeah, we FaceTime and we talked for like, it wasn't just like right after. We talked for like a good 2 weeks.
Before you actually met him?
Before I actually seen him in person and met him.
Okay, so you did 25 questions.
I did 10 because those was too many fucking questions. Why are you asking me so many questions?
Like, so then you did 10 questions, and then 2 weeks later, y'all met in person.
We met in person.
Y'all made it do what it do.
And it was great. And I was like, I want more and more and more and more. And then it was like, oh, it was so fun. And then a month later, everything was happening with him and his life and everything. And he asked me to marry him.
So with that, how did you know he was the one that you wanted to marry then? If you had only had 10 questions
I didn't know. I was very spontaneous.
So you just said yes and didn't know?
Yeah. I said yes. I had already graduated. I knew I wasn't going to meet my husband in Buffalo, New York. I already was in the dating field. I traveled, had my passport. I've been in all these different places. And if a man can get to know me and learn me within a month and understand that he wants to spend the rest of his life with me, I'm not going to say no. I'm like, well, you see something in me that other men didn't see. So if you saw that...
But did you already see that in him?
I seen the potential in him.
So you said yes off of potential. I
said yes off of potential because when you go on a date and you're dating and you ask somebody, hey, what's your 5-year game plan? Where do you see yourself going in the next 10 years? What do you want to build? What do you want? Like if you want kids, how do you want to raise them or whatever? His answers and his knowledge was just so powerful that it was like, damn, I've never seen that and I never met that and I never had that. So what you asked me to marry, I'm like, I want to get to know more about you. I want to grow and learn you as we go. And here we are 3 years later and I'm still learning. And he has so many ideas and so many different goals. He said, I want to write a movie. Wrote the movie, directed the movie, acted in the movie, filmed the movie, and had a premiere party. Mm-hmm. What other men out here do you see I want to do it and not just talk about it? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just a talker. He was like, I'm a doer. I'm going to do it. And as that being a man, he's like, what else is you going to do? So having somebody in a relationship question you and ask me those same questions, he got my brain working like, damn, what am I going to do? What do I want to do next?
So you didn't have any of those same conversations with previous guys or past?
I do, but people was just like, I'm just trying to live and make it to see another day. So black men
Did you have that same kind of conversations or did you ask even Patrick any of those same things?
He was 23. He don't even know what he going to eat tomorrow. But he just wasn't that knowledge wasn't there. It was just a look, get it, and go.
Gotcha.
I wasn't intrigued.
So with other guys you dated, did you feel like you had asked them that and they hadn't answered correctly?
Yes, I had asked them that and they didn't answer correctly. So I asked them that and they, like I said, they just was just, I'm just trying to make it another day because black men are, getting killed and they're dying and half of them just trying to survive. So a lot of them didn't see expectations of living past 30. You know what I'm saying?
Was that where you were?
Yeah, in Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay. Where is that? Where you were looking, or is it a specific type of guy you were looking at?
It was just in general. I asked everyone that question. Like if I'm intrigued by you and I just want to get to know you, I'm gonna ask you that question. I see you doing other things, but it's like besides doing what you're doing, what else do you want to do? And nobody could ever answer any of the questions that I asked. And it could just be simple questions like if you have a family, if you get married, do you want to have a house first, or you want a house after, or whatever? They never thought that far.
So you and June are set to get married. Do you guys want kids?
11, 22, and I want 4 kids, and I want to adopt the 5th one.
Okay.
I want a big family. I want the knowledge that he knows and the things that he self-taught himself. I would love for him to teach that to our kids. I mean, I know things too, but to have a man figure in your child's life and just teaching them everything is just I want that knowledge to my kids, and I want them to have that father figure and just learn what maybe I can't teach them.
Did you grow up with both of your parents?
Yes, my parents was married for 22 years, 26 or something like that. Still talk to both of them. They both still in the same city. We're all still everything. But I think my mom was still like, she wanted to just live her life. And my dad was still like stuck at home. My mom wanted to travel, but my dad was like, no, we have bills. You can't just leave. And so my mom like, shit, I'm about to use my credit card. So, but we're all still, you know, we're still a family and whatever, but.
So they divorced?
Yeah, they divorced. So they end up divorcing, and my mom is just single, living her best life.
Got you.
Oh, she's over there. Hi, Mom.
You and June are planning your wedding.
Yes.
So even more we see on this, you know, let's talk about some of the, I guess, funner times that we've seen, and then we'll get to, you know, the finale that just happened. So one of the things we see is the team building. Talk about the team building event.
The team building was crazy. I didn't know that it was a strategy to the games that we was playing, and Todd team did really good. I was just like, wow, okay, you know, got a couple people over there, but it was fun. It definitely brought a lot of us together. Like I said, Marie, you know, I didn't really talk to her that much, but we're in a better place, but she still can get cursed out whenever. But we are all, it's a family, so we gonna cuss each other out and then make up and just get to work.
So team building you felt was good. We also see, you know, they highlight some Shades by Shandricka shoots and stuff.
Shop Shades by Shandricka. I do men, kids, and women collections. So when I have my child, I would like for her to match mom and dad, and just a little of that. I do have lens cleaner that comes with the glasses, cleaning cloths, and stuff like that. And I'm looking to just build. I don't really want a storefront. I kind of just want to get him.
Continue online.
Yeah, continue online, and then just move forward with the whole pole dancer studio that I want to open.
Why do you want to open pole dance? I've never heard this. Go ahead.
Pole dancer studio is called Tango Beauties Pole and Fitness. So I want to target upper body strength and like confidence.
Do you pole dance?
Yes.
Okay.
I love.
Were you ever an exotic dancer?
No, I never was a dancer. I was afraid.
Okay.
Cause you know I was like, I don't know. I heard stories behind that. You might get sucked into a different type of lifestyle. So I was like, nah. So I just have a pole I play at home. So I just kind of like teach
you. You have a pole at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have a pull-up bar because it's like your arms should also be the strongest part of your body. But a lot of women, like, you can't lift yourself up. If you can't lift your own body weight, that's kind of like a problem.
Gotcha.
And I want to target that.
So we got the pole. So we see Shades by Shandricka. We also see Patrick's Poo Confidant shoot. Walk me through the Poo Confidant shoot.
The shit shoot? Poop shoot. Shit.
Poo Confidant.
A shit poop shoot. Okay. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I was doing. I was just participating, being the good person that I am, but I still don't understand the name or the purpose.
I mean, it's, you know, different oils and essential oils, so I think it's a great product, but what do you mean you don't understand?
What is it? It's oils? Like lotion?
You know, like essential oils you can put on, some like natural.
It has a scent. It smell like poop?
No, it does not.
It looked like it smelled like poop.
No, it did not.
Okay.
We were all a part of the shoot, it seemed.
I know. I like to participate every now and then.
So you came in at this shoot, and you are with Brian after you and Torrin and Brian have found some pictures of who?
Philip.
Walk me through this.
See, the internet is something else. So I think Torrin or somebody Googled Philip's name because he was just so perfect at Old Lady Gang. Perfect teeth, perfect hairline, perfect collar, ironed every day. Like, I don't know. I would think he was in the military because how was your collar perfectly ironed and crisp like that? So we had to do a little research, and we found some modeling pictures. And then there was like a 6-pack and some oil. And he was laying down. I was like, wow.
So y'all come to this shoot that Torrin is doing with Safari. How did you feel seeing that Safari was the photographer?
That was fine. Polaroid camera. What was it? Polaroid? What was it?
It was a real camera.
It wasn't like a real one like June got. Like, I seen real cameras. That was like a little.
It was a camera.
It died in the middle of our shoot. Real cameras don't die. You just switch the battery or the clip.
It was a camera. So
it needed batteries.
So we have the camera.
If your camera need batteries, it's not a camera.
Well, all cameras have batteries. The cameras that we film on.
No, it needed AA batteries.
Like you changed the battery out.
She didn't have no batteries.
You changed the battery out even of big cameras, even on production sets. They have big.
Yeah,
batteries.
but they charge. They're charged cameras, and you pop the real battery. No, I'm talking about the AA battery where the little piece got to face this way, and then the other piece face the opposite way, and you know, shake it and you snap it and close it up.
Okay, so then outside of that, you see you guys walk in with the Call Me
Call me crazy.
Shirts.
Just shirts. That was Brian's idea, so I was just with it. I be with everything. I don't be caring.
So that seemed to be a fun moment.
He turned red. Ooh, Philip didn't know what to do. He was turning.
I thought it was a great marketing little point.
It was good.
It was good.
He should use that.
So, we let further get to the finale of Kandi and the Gang and the 70s party. Talk to me about Friday Night Vibe and this 70s party.
Friday Night Vibe, 70s Vibe. That also was inspired by June because he created a 70s movie.
Okay.
It's called Quad City. And I was telling Torrin, like, if you're going to do something like where we was hot and sexy and not too sexual, but just like where they had fun, they danced all night and, it was love. So that we came in I had my mink on, my big hair. That was fun. It was real cute. It was just like, wow, we can finally come together and not argue and fight and stuff and just be.
But then there is some moments there, even me and Torrin and Philip also have some moments.
Yeah, y'all ruined the good moment because I thought it was going to be a good moment, but somebody just had to fight at the cookout.
Well, not to fight, but, we had some disagreements. We brought it back together.
Yeah.
But then we also had some moments with one of the staff members. And talk about that. Because they are no longer with us. And
what is this
you commented on this prior.
Richardo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Richardo, so long, farewell to you, my friend, until we meet again. He had to go.
Explain that. Some people would say you should have been gone.
I know, but you can't get rid of the queen.
So why do you feel like Richardo had to go?
Richardo was doing things that should not have been done.
Okay.
As far as the whole selling tables.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever sold a table?
I've never sold a table. I've gotten money because I was a great hostess, and here's a tip for seating me and my husband, and you were just so kind to us, and on that sort, yes. If they couldn't find a server, I went to the table like, hey, you guys all right? I love to cater to like the elders. They're so sweet to me. So I always, hold their hand as they walk down. Baby, you so sweet. And they gave me like $5, $3, whatever. But I never personally asked somebody like, hey, give me $20. I'm going to sit you right now. I would never do that. Because I'm like, it's chicken. You don't need to do that. It's not that serious. But as far as him doing that on the camera, that was pretty shocking to me. And I felt like that was disrespectful to the restaurant and he needed to go.
So did you feel like Richardo leaving us was a good or bad thing?
I don't think it was missed. Like, it wasn't like he was here, he was there, but he wasn't there. Like, he didn't want to do some of the work anyway. It wasn't just like...
But he said over at Blaze that they did more and all of that anyway.
No, it's Blaze one floor.
It is.
Then you would never do more than Old Lady Gang. We're up and down, inside, outside, backyard, front of house, everywhere. There's no comparison.
So did you have a moment where you were like, well, maybe no, we should keep them when we have this conversation?
No, I wanted y'all to get rid of them when y'all brought them in.
So
I don't be wanting
are you and Richardo not friends?
No, we are friends. I want to interview and train the hostess, and I want to get to know them and see if they would be a good fit to be around me and work with me. And I should be in charge of that, which I am now. But that just wasn't given. It just came in like, oh, this is too much. I'm like, yo, we not Blaze. We Old Lady Gang. It's just he already came on this high horse like, yeah, this ain't for me. And so I was like, okay, then go.
So also, someone else's life changed that night. What are your thoughts on that?
Change for the worse. Feel sorry for Miriam.
Why do you feel sorry for?
Because that is just awful. I would hate to have to deal with somebody like that.
Like who?
Like Patrick.
Why? I think Patrick's a great guy.
He is slow. That is, I don't know. I don't think it's acting. I don't know who that person is, and I think
so. I think some of the stuff you're saying, though, if he was slow, then that would mean that you had a sexual relationship with someone that you
I wasn't
slow.
doing that to get to know him and his knowledge. He was slow. I was just give me what you. It was a look. I wasn't going. I told you I didn't ask him any questions because I didn't plan on it getting any further than.
You didn't ask him any questions?
No, I don't know his birthday. I don't know shit about him.
So that's what people normally do? Just don't
I didn't know, not when you just want to get it and go. You don't care about the person you about to do that with. You just do it and leave. Okay.
I'm getting a lot of insight. I didn't know this is how it worked either.
Yeah, no, that's how it works, Don. You got to get with the times.
No,
so, yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, no.
If you know what you about to just go in it for, you just do it and then that's it.
Okay, so you were not happy for them when you saw the,
I'm very happy for them. Congratulations.
or are you hoping that you will get an invite to the wedding?
I'm hoping I don't get an invite. I ain't going.
If you get an invite, where you go?
No.
Are you inviting them to your wedding?
No. You ain't coming to my wedding. You ain't coming to my house. You ain't coming nowhere near none of us. If old lady gang have another little event, Friday Night Live, a little situation, and we have to be around each other, sure. But to your wedding, why? You just going in that and get married again to the next person? He's only 27.
What does that mean?
He's so immature.
So you feel like you're mature?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at my shirt. It says mature.
I thought that said 5.
Yep.
Okay. So with seeing it back, you guys have definitely had a checkered, last few months, and seeing it back didn't help. Is there anything that could reconcile the relationship with you and Patrick, June and Patrick, Miriam?
No.
I'm sorry. Walk that back. Safari.
Oh, she don't like being called Miriam?
I don't. I'm calling her Safari. That's what she tells everybody to call her. So,
Aww,
is there
okay.
anything that can reconcile that?
No.
Why?
Cause I'm done with it. Is you keep speaking on me, you keep talking about me, you keep people who talk about shit that happened in the bedroom and then keep talking about it. Like, shut up. You don't kiss and tell. You don't talk about it like that. That's too much. And then to keep being disrespectful to me and my relationship and you and whatever you got going on, that's disrespectful. From where I'm from, you don't, if you have something, you be like, nah, we good, and you just leave it alone.
Well, he gave you some compliments during the season. You came up, he said, hey, I like that shirt. Hey, Shandricka's a nice girl. He gave you compliments throughout the season.
Thank you for your compliments. But as far as what happened 5 years ago in the bedroom, that don't need to keep being talked about.
So y'all never went on a date outside of?
No, when I met, we went to 10 Lizzie's and had fried pickles.
That was the only
really
date y'all ever went on?
Yes, I wasn't planning on it to go any further than that. I wanted what I wanted, I got it, and I left.
For a few months?
No, it didn't last that long. Like, maybe a month or two. Maybe. Because when I finally got a call from the hospital to continue to work. Because, you called me that one time. You said, Shawndreca, you working too much. You got too many hours. You're running the bag up, but you got to stop. So I need to take you off the schedule a little bit. And then that's when I went back to the hospital. But since I lived an hour away, I wasn't coming to Old Lady Gang. I had no reason to see him or do anything. And it was like, I'm not driving all the way down here to come see you and just do that. I'll see you when I see you. But that was it.
Yeah, because I think we were your second job.
Yeah, you were my second. No, you were my first job first.
And then you went.
And then I finally got my hospital job, and then you were my second job.
Yeah.
And then you were my second job up until when we started filming, because I left to film. And then it's just like, okay, I was doing some remote work, but it was still just like, I always love Old Lady Gang. So people were like, oh, you gave him 5 years and you're not a manager? No, because I kind of like still building my business and my brand, and I kind of learn different things. And Old Lady Gang is a good place for marketing. So all the customers that come in, I'm like, hey, here's my business card. Your glasses look great. You guys are fly. Y'all look good. Shop with me, and so forth.
So since you've been on the show, we talk about this journey. What do you feel or has been the biggest moment or the moment where you're like, oh, this is different for you since being on the show?
What's different is the customers. They was bad before. Don't get me wrong. They was bad.
The customers weren't bad, but
the customers is horrible.
They're nice.
But they're nice. I love them because it's our people. So, you love a little, a little hood, a little ghetto, a little something. But some of them now, they are out of pocket. Like, they came to me like, oh, I see you on time today. And I said, and is. Would you like to sit? How many in your party? And it's like, damn, I'm really a nice person. You don't have to just come off like that. And they're so comfortable. But it's like, she's like, no, girl, I'm just playing. Can I take a picture? So now I'm in the picture like.
So the moment where people recognize.
The moment where the people actually
Do people recognize you outside a restaurant?
Yes. The girl at our apartment complex before we moved, she was like, oh my gosh, I know who you are. But you got to pay your rent. I'm like, girl, shut up. I'm not paying nothing. Leave me alone. And then she called me like, hey, girl. Hey, Shawndreca. And I'm like, this is weird. I don't think you should be calling me.
So,
yeah.
With that, you've had this journey. People are starting to recognize you, know you. Do you have any regrets from this season?
I don't regret anything. I'm not a regret type of person. I don't regret nothing. Everything I did it for a reason. I spoke, and that's me. That's my personality. That's how I talk. And I'm not going to change that.
This season of Candy and the Gang, season 1 of Candy and the Gang. What are your thoughts overall?
Oh, it was a great experience. I loved it. I love the staff. I love the behind the scenes. I love the cameras and me getting dressed and having a scene every day. And then just being around Candy and Todd more. That was fun too. And just, you know, getting a real insight and her getting to know us actually. Getting to know June and Todd and June playing the game, and when we had a triple day and then Candy talking to me and just like, hey Shawndreca, how's everything? So I love that Candy actually knows who I am and knows about me and knows about the business, and still just like, Shandricka got her little thing going on, but I still want her to stay at Old Lady Gang because she is loyal and I respect that so much. So just hearing her say that, even though everybody want me fired, but it doesn't matter because Candy loves me. And I will take that to my heart and my grave forever.
Any last minute things you would like to get off your chest? This is your time to speak on.
No, I done spoke on it. So I feel great about everything I said. I don't take nothing back. I don't have no regrets. I love my life. I'm getting married to the love of my life, even though I met him and, you know, that happened. And it was quick. But you lead in the faith and you lead and God will, you know, tell you how to go. So I lead in the faith of God. So he didn't tell me it was nothing I was doing was wrong. So he said, just do it. And I did it, and it's been 3 years.
Which part?
Mary and June.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And also staying at Old Lady Gang, because I did have some moments where I felt like I was weak and I was just like, this job is taking a toll over me. And I'm like, God, what should I do? And he was just like, stay, go to work. And I'm like, but why? And he's like, you know, you're not supposed to question God. So it's just like, okay, let me go. And then long and behold, it turned into a TV show. So I am forever praising him because these opportunities, you know, wouldn't have came if I wouldn't have just went with like my thought like, okay, I'm about to just quit when he told me to stay. So I am, you know, blessed and thankful for these opportunities, and I'm hoping for a season 2.
Okay, last question. Old Lady Gang, rank them in your favorite from most favorite to least favorite.
The gang?
Yeah.
The real gang. Gang.
Yeah.
Who? My most favorite is Aunt Bertha.
I just want everybody to be happy and to love each other.
My second favorite is Aunt Nora.
Let me see, come on, let me see, okay? You better do that.
My least favorite is Mama Joyce.
Okay.
Mama Joyce don't put fear in them. It's not fear, it's respect. Respect is fear.
I say that because every time Mama Joyce see me, she tell me my outfit is ugly and I should take it off. And she says, shouldn't no host be dressed that cute at work? You need to wear a button up, a white top, and a black bottom. And she hates all my outfits. So, yeah, but I love them the most. I love them. I love all of them.
Well, I think for the finale of Candy and the Gang, we have definitely had Shandricka speak on everything that needed to be spoke on. I don't think she left any crumbs on the table.
No crumbs, nothing for you to eat.
Until next time. So we're going to hope that we will see y'all again for a season 2 of Candy and the Gang. And we will let y'all know. And at this time, again, I'm Don Juan. To my left, we have Shandricka Robinson. We're going to put her Instagram name below. We're going to make sure we tag Shades by Shandricka and continue to follow us. And thank you for watching. Speak on it!
I hit it that time.
Well, speak on it.
But I don't know why I kept calling you.
But am I lying that you remember the day that like, I'm like, you people are butt dialing me. I kept sending in a group text like, y'all still quit butt dialing me. And literally I'm here and I'm like on the butt and I'm like, hello, Shandricka. And I hear, babe, we need to get this car. But no, let's get it popping right now. And y'all start getting it. And I'm like, hello, Shandricka. And you like, June, yeah. Lay down, yeah. And I'm like, what?
Shit, wow.
Do you remember the day that
I remember I just got a Camaro. Like I got a
y'all hadn't went. Y'all were supposed to go get the car.
Oh, we didn't go get the car
This was before the car. Because you were foreplaying it. Well, you called your boss and your boss heard you.
At least it wasn't a video.
And I'm like, hello. And I hear, yeah, baby.
Oh, because he
and I was
bought
like,
me a car. I had to say thank you.